What's good, YouTube? It's your boy 1K Stack, and I'm back with another video. Today, I got another, nursing student tip video. You know, just me giving out free game things I wish people had taught me before I got into nursing school. And I ain't really got too much else to say. I'm really just gonna hop right into it. Alright, so definitely make sure you're studying from your objectives, getting all the information that you need, and like making sure you can do whatever the objectives are telling you to do. Like you need to be able to do that, because I guarantee you most of the questions for your test are going to come from based off of like the objectives or whatever. So make sure you're doing that. Another tip I think is really good for nursing students is to invest in some quality equipment, okay? Because I'm just gonna say, I initially went the cheapest route possible because of the funding was very low, because you all remember the expenses from the last video, right? So I personally went very cheap, and yeah, let's just say it did not work out, because let's go into my stethoscope. I had a stethoscope. I ain't gonna say that name of brands or nothing, but I had a very cheap stethoscope. And when I tell you, I had the hardest time taking blood pressure, like manually with the cuff, because I could not hear the beats using the original stethoscope. Then I went and spent like $120 on like a Living Health stethoscope, and literally it was like night and day. Like I could hear any and everything with the Living. So I definitely recommend, like, you ain't gotta get the most expensive thing out there, but I definitely recommend going to quality equipment. And also, I got a blood pressure cup, really cheap blood pressure cup. Tell me why the entire, I can show it to you, the entire like little balloon thing came out of the cuff itself. This was like our old what's it called, blood pressure cuff. But like, you know, the little balloon squeezy thing that goes in there, it's not even in there anymore. It fell out of the pocket. I gotta find the little pocket that it went into. But yeah, you know, look at that. The whole like balloon like became detached. So you definitely just don't be cheap, okay? Like if you see buy a little bit, I'm gonna say a little bit more expensive, but you ain't gotta like go and buy the most expensive thing that you see. So yeah, invest in quality equipment, because it will, like the cheap stuff, it might fail you. Just speaking from experience, okay? Tip number 3, be confident in everything you do, okay? Because your patients, when you get into clinical, they will be able to sense when you're not confident in what you're doing. Like, you need to be confident. You've been trained for this. You know what you're doing. So go in there and just do your thing. Be confident. Look, you've been trained. You got this, okay? So don't worry about, like, if you go mess up or what if this happens. No, just expect yourself to do the right thing. Like, I always say, expect the best from yourself. Like, you can expect the worst from others, but always expect the best from yourself, okay? Because look, you are in control of what you do, so you can do this. Like, you just be confident and do everything to your natural ability. And yo, even if you mess up, just like be confident with that. Just be like, oh, I made a mistake, I can fix it. Let's just do this, and just be calm and just know like that you got this, okay? Like, look, you got the clinical instructors will be right there to guide you. So look, you got this. Just be confident in everything you do, and yeah. Next piece of advice is to definitely do not be too hard on yourself, okay? Like, you got enough going on, you are in a tough field, so like, don't be too critical of yourself. Like, definitely have like a short-term memory. Like, don't beat yourself up too hard if you make a mistake or fail an exam or something, because what you're doing is not easy. Like, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And I definitely feel that, like, it is very easy to be hard on yourself, because like you're in such a critical position. Like, you working on a raw people, you know, people's lives are on the line, you know. So I think if you over beat yourself up, like, you're just gonna cause yourself to have more mistakes, because then you're gonna be out of rhythm. Like, you gotta have a short-term memory and be able to stay calm when you do make mistakes, learn from them, and just go forward. You know, be careful not to make the same mistakes again, okay? Because yes, failure is gonna happen. It's part of learning. Like, I don't really look at failure as like a bad thing. Like I used to always be like I used to have the biggest fear of failure because I was always successful at whatever I did. So like I hated the thought of trying something new and like failing at it because it just wasn't something I was used to. But I'm telling you, like you need to learn from your mistakes and be able to not dwell on your mistakes. But you just take it as a lesson, learn from it, get better from it, try harder, and move forward. That's just how it is. All right, my next tip is to go to test reviews if they are offered, okay? Because test reviews allow you to see where you went wrong on, your questions on your exams, and just overall for your like mentors or instructors to give you a little bit of guidance on, like say maybe, and also give you a little one-on-one time, like just see where you need to improve at, just express your grievances or whatever it is that you have going. I highly advise going to test reviews if they're offered. And yeah, like the way mine is set up, I actually did my first test review after my second exam, or after my first exam. I didn't do good. Like I failed the first exam by like 3 points. I was kind of salty, so went and talked to my mentor after I did the little class review, because for my school, you have to go to the class review, which is only like about 10 or 15 minutes. You have to go to that in order to go to your one-on-one with your mentor. So I did the class review for like 10-15 minutes, then I went to the one-on-one, which was more personalized. Like you get to talk about like your individual test, you get to go over and see like where you went wrong, ask questions, make adjustments and all, or I wouldn't say make adjustments, but just get a little feedback from your mentor about what they think is going on with you, and like you can give your perspective and say, this is what I thought and this is what like your reason is. So they, it's a little bit more personal one-on-one time. So I think you should definitely go to test reviews if they're offered, because it's been a big help to me. I did really well on my second exam after going over that. And sometimes they'll give you like some study tips for like the next exam, like just be sure to like what to focus on or how to study. So definitely recommend that. Oh, another tip is to make sure you're using all of your resources. Like make sure you're using all your books, all your like online books, your whatever resources you can use. Make sure you use them. People, like I'm telling you, like like your instructors, you definitely want to use every single resource available to you, because like it will only benefit you. Like what harm can it do in getting more information from this book than like, what I'm saying? Like don't just use like one book and think you're gonna be like, know everything that there is to it. Like when you purchase your ATI account, like you're gonna be sent like hella books. Like we got like books on books on talking about books on books on books on books. Like we literally have like so many books, but like I'm telling you, they are actually really good. So I highly advise using them. And also like make sure you have like a good drug guide. Like I'm telling you, look, I got so many books, like, but I try to use them all because I paid for them. So like try to get your money's worth out of each of the resources that you paid for, is what I'm trying to say. Because some books may be able to condense the information or just put it in a way that you understand, rather than just like reading it out of one really long, chapter or something like that. Like some books have it in just like a couple pages. So like highly advise using all your resources, and like your friends that study together, making sure you're talking to your instructors, your mentors. Just make sure you're just using every available resource to your advantage, okay? That's a big key. Also, another tip, make sure you invest in some good, comfortable shoes. Like, it don't really matter like the look of them. Like, I know some of y'all just want to, be styling as the nurse, got the scrubs on, head to toe, you know what I'm saying?
Fresh kicks, fresh white, tall teeth, fresh NFL hats, fresh bows with the grease white.
But nah, just make sure you comfortable in whatever it is that you like wearing, because you will be on your feet all day, walking back and forth, hustling, bustling, sometimes, doing a little light jog. So just make sure you're comfortable, because you don't want to be like 4 hours into your clinicals talking about, ooh, your bunions or your ankles, your cankles, everything hurting. So make sure you get some comfortable shoes. And yo, that's pretty much it. Like, I don't really have any other advice that I could think of at the moment that would be really good for you guys. So, just be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Also, comment if you find any of this tips helpful, or if you have any other tips to give to nursing students or just college students in general down below. I think that would be like, I want to make this comment section, or just at least like these videos specifically, have them kind of like a little forum for people that can just, you know, ask questions, and I'll try to get back to them as soon as possible. Or if I don't have time, somebody else in like that's watching my videos that, you know, think of something, they can answer and be like, yo, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, that's really it. I ain't got nothing else. I ain't got nothing else to teach y'all, or at least like right now. Like, I'm only 3 classes in, finna be 4. So like, I hope y'all enjoyed this advice. Hope it was entertaining. Hope y'all actually learned something from it and will use it to your benefit when you get into nursing school, or as you're in nursing school now. But yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I'm looking forward to us just, you know, keeping it moving, keeping it going, yo. And yo, pray for me, because, you know, your boy is a struggling nursing student. So yeah, you know, y'all know the struggle. If you don't know the struggle, you will soon know it. So yeah, be on the lookout for these videos in the upcoming months. Super excited. Appreciate all the support once again. And shoot, love y'all. Peace.